Hey everybody, welcome back to the Craft Parenting Podcast, the podcast about two Cincinnati craft beer lovers with a parenting problem. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Joe Ludwig, and with me is my lovely wife and co-host, Caroline. How's it going, Caroline?
Pretty good. We don't have the children because they are out with your sister. So, woohoo! No kids. And by out with your sister, I mean they're at our house with your sister, and we are out and about, as you can probably tell by our audio quality, just because there's so much background noise. I don't know. Can you hear it? Can you not hear it? Let me know. And because time is a construct in podcast land, we recorded the 0.5 episode before the normal episode. And as a teaser for the 0.5 episode, the power went out because there were storms when we recorded it. And there are storms again as we record this episode. What's going to happen? I don't know. It's like it's been a week and it's storming.
That's the springtime weather.
Yep.
But we are recording live on, well, it's live for us.
Yeah. We are
on location.
Guerrilla podcast recording.
Yes, we are on location in Westwood at Westside Brewing.
Where's the button? I think it's this one. What is this? Some kind of nerd thing?
Westside beside. Westside beside. Westside beside.
Just like stop hitting the button over and over again.
One day I will memorize what the buttons do.
So Josh has them color coordinated. Words are hard. Based on what they are. So like all their like stuff is one color, and Beth is one color, and Brian's a color, and Brian's like half the board because he's a button.
I don't know how to do that.
I'll figure it out. Lily will show you how to do it tomorrow.
I mean, she's Grandpa's tech support.
I mean, she didn't want to wear her Grandpa's tech support shirt today, though. So is she really? Who knows?
I forgot she was saying your mom
and Larry.
Yeah,
her grandma and papa.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have pushed for that some more. But we have another great show planned out for you all today. It is episode 60.
Woohoo! Hey, we're surprising your dad tomorrow for his 60th birthday. Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, we are 60 episodes in. 60 full episodes in. We've done a couple of bonus episodes here and there, but I think that's a pretty good milestone, right?
I think so.
They say that most podcasts stop at episode 8. So if you're past episode 8,
you're going to make it.
You're good.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Episode 60. We are going to talk about some local coffee shops that we like to visit here in Cincinnati.
Some tasty local coffee shops.
Yes, they are very tasty. And we already did an episode on this. I think it was like episode 4. I need to confirm that, but
it was episode 4.
Really early episode in our podcasting career. So we're going to talk about not all the local coffee shops, but just some of them. But if you want to know more about some of the other coffee shops that we visit, go to episode 4, and I will link it in the show notes. So, Editing Joe, this is your reminder to link it in the show notes.
Mark it. Here, we'll mark it with this.
Westside beside. Is that lightning or the lights flickering?
I'm pretty sure that was lightning because the lights did not flicker.
Okay, so this might be a super short episode. We will see. As long as the beer flows, right? Do you need electricity for draft systems?
I mean, I think as long as the CO2 is... No, you don't need it. I mean, you need it to charge us money. But no, because I
don't think so.
The
it's
CO2
just an iPad. I mean, they need the Wi-Fi.
They need the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
To be able to charge your card. But no, in order to pour beer, you just need a pressurized CO2 tank. You don't
Obviously, the refrigeration would be out, but that's not that as big of a deal.
Yeah.
All right. So as mentioned, we are on location at Westside Brewing.
Westside, Westside.
Thank you, Caroline, for that.
Always.
And of course, we have some drinky drinks in front of us, some adult beverages.
So, because there's nothing like cramming for your college final at the last minute, and that just totally prepped me for life. Before we came to Westside, we went to one of the locations that we're going to talk about today, and I got a glass of Zinfandel. It was, oh my goodness, I cannot pronounce this because I've tried and my brain just doesn't want to do it. It's a Rhiannon because it's from Barbera. It's a Petite Syrah Zinfandel from California. So I'm one wine in, and now I am drinking a Westside Brewing Hibiscus Common, which is 4.7%. And their description is, our common ale made especially for our friends at the Casual Pint Hamilton. The hibiscus adds flavor and color to our ode to the common man.
And I am drinking, in my Westside Mug Club mug, a smoked cerveza. It is brewed obviously by Westside Brewing. ABV 5.9, IBU 21.
Wait, we're at Westside Brewing right now?
Yeah, we are.
Westside, Westside.
But back at the what is it called?
I haven't said the name of the place yet.
Okay, so back at the coffee shop,
where we were cramming it in before the final.
I had a coffee blonde ale by Jackie O's. It's called Good Beans, I believe. I don't have any of the stats because I am a good producer like that.
So, as I was told on Shift Beers, I am good at reading beer descriptions. So, here you go. Cool Beans is an American golden ale brewed with lactose and conditioned on coffee. This full-bodied golden ale delivers a rich and creamy mouthfeel married with a bright and fruity coffee character, making Cool Beans a light and easy drinker for hot summer days and cold winter nights alike. The style is a golden ale. It's 4.5% ABV, and it has Cascade and Horizon hops in it, and Carapils, flaked oat, honey malt, and Marisada malts.
Nice.
Marco cannot drink it because it includes lactose. Sorry, Marco.
All right. But yeah, so that was good. I haven't had a lot of Jackie O's. I've had a couple.
We should go to Jackie O's next weekend? Maybe. We'll talk about it. We might be the only ones out on Saturday.
With 2 kids?
Like we haven't done stupider stuff with 2 kids. For example, leave them alone at the house with your sister during a thunderstorm.
That is pretty silly.
Yep.
But I wanted to talk about this cerveza before we move on. It is delicious.
The hibiscus is really yummy too. I mean, their common is delicious. So anything that you add to their common is also going to be delicious.
Yeah, they do a variety of variants.
I mean,
for the common.
Yeah, the common's a pretty easy thing to throw adjuncts into. I can say that word today.
Adjuncts?
Yeah, but I've had some issues pronunciating some words.
Well, that's okay. I will forgive you for that. But they have a coffee common, so I guess I could have gotten that.
I thought you were going to get that.
It's only in cans, though, and I want to use the mug because we never come here anymore.
I should have known. Yeah, we need to come back here again.
It's hard with 2 kids.
It is, and so they're
Too
so small.
independent.
As I say, I'm watching a family with 2 small kids, but our children are very, very independent. We tried to go out for dinner last night, and Elliot was having none of it because he wanted to be like doing all of the things himself, including running around the restaurant.
Yeah, and we can't have that, obviously. And that was the first time we went out as a family for quite a while. I mean, we went to brunch maybe, but like dinner, that was the first time. I was really excited because we went to Chandler's and they had Westside Kentucky Common. I didn't know that Kentucky Common was a style. They just had a sign up in the lobby area.
Yeah. But they had tapped out of it.
It wasn't on the menu. Oh boy. Yep. Okay.
There's
that's
the
thunder.
under.
All right. So we are going to move on. Okay. So we are going to move on to What's Bugging Caroline in Children's TV as we get the hurricane-like winds and sideways rain.
I mean, that's your truth, but go on.
So this is the point in the show where you, Caroline, tell us all about the lack of physics and logic in children's TV.
So I had a fake complain episode about Scooby-Doo where I said, no, I'm not going to complain about Scooby-Doo. And again, I'm not going to complain about Scooby-Doo. But Scooby-Doo is better at explaining physics than Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is.
This is my surprise face.
Because we have been watching the first 2 seasons, and by first 2 seasons, I mean 1969 and 1970 of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Basically on repeat for the last 3 weeks. Okay, now it's hurricane-ish winds. So, one of the episodes, there's a ghost clown, quote, 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 who is terrorizing a circus. And Scooby-Doo gets picked up by a big batch of balloons and starts floating, which, okay, not super probable, but mildly possible if you have enough balloons. And then the ghost clown starts using darts to pop the balloons. And as he pops balloons, Scooby's ascent starts decreasing. And eventually he starts descending until he just basically goes into free fall. As compared to the time when Daisy picked up balloons and Minnie grabbed onto her and Pluto grabbed onto Minnie. So now there are 3 people being pulled up by the same amount of balloons that were pulling up Daisy, and there was 0 slowing in their ascent or anything. They just kept going up.
There is an entire episode.
There is
Mickey
an
Mouse
entire
Clubhouse.
episode devoted where I complain about that specific episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. But
I just mean there might have been a What's Bugging Caroline. I was talking about there's a specific episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse where the whole problem of the episode is they're flying away on a balloon. Like a happy birthday balloon.
a bubble. Mickey and Pluto are stuck in a bubble. I complained about that episode too.
Well, there's that too. But I think they float they won all the balloons. They're like happy birthday.
That's the Daisy episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's an entire episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse
that breaks
about
physics.
this.
And then I yell about it in a different episode, segment of What's Bugging Caroline in Children's TV. But in addition, it's not that episode, but there's another episode. Because for the most part, the gang is scared of whoever the monster of the week is. I want to say it's one of the ones that we watched this morning, maybe. There's an episode where Velma says, "Hey, you, stop that," at the monster of the week.
The Mummy.
The Mummy, that's
I
what
think.
it is. And now I say that at stuff. I'm like, "Hey, you, stop that." Because it's great. I love that quote. Oh, Velma's awesome.
I mean, if Scooby-Doo is more realistic,
It's a little sad.
I feel like it would be a lot more violent.
No, if Scooby-Doo was more realistic, it would probably be a little more violent.
Yeah, so what's the point of putting a Halloween mask on when he can just be like Al Capone or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know. But that's all I got for this week.
That's all you got?
Yep.
All right. And just like that, I think the rain...
At the very least, it's a happy rain because it is very sunny outside. But people are still attempting to protect themselves from the rain, so it's got to still be raining.
I think it is still raining. I can kind of see it.
Well, I mean...
But the wind has stopped.
Yeah. So the wind has stopped. The windows are completely covered in water. The gutters are dripping. If you look at like a completely soaked portion of the window, You can tell that it is, in fact, still raining. It's just very calm. I love Cincinnati and its weather. I walked here from our fourth location. Or fifth location. Fourth location?
That we're going to talk
Fifth location,
about.
yeah. And it was totally fine. And now, if I did that, I would not need a shower tomorrow morning because I would be soaked.
I guess the positive thing is you could always Dora while you walk.
We could
in the
Dora.
rain.
I mean, technically, we could put a handle on all this stuff and just walk around the Dora and podcast. But then we wouldn't have, one of us would not have a hand to drink with, and that's the real problem.
Yeah. Well, now on to the main subject of this week's episode, which is all about local coffee shops, part 2.
Because I got lots of feelings from our first coffee episode of here are other places that you need to go because you missed some gems. And these people that told me this were right.
I mean, you shared it in your mom's group.
Because who needs coffee the most?
The moms.
Moms.
Yeah. And dads.
I mean, dads need coffee too, but there was a week where I did not get a whole lot of sleep. And I know you did not get a whole lot of sleep too, but I became addicted to coffee again, and specifically espresso. So if I don't get espresso, I become very cranky and lethargic. And I need to work on weaning myself back down from espresso, but I also like espresso, so it's a problem that I don't know if I want to find a solution to or not.
I mean, you could definitely cut back on the mocha frappa latte upside down cake.
So
Double whipped cream with 3 shots.
I have been separating myself between like local coffee shops and Starbucks. And you need 150 stars at Starbucks to get a free drink of whatever you want, which for me usually means I add 3 shots of espresso to a frappuccino and tell them don't put coffee in it. I have 476 stars at Starbucks right now, which is 3 free drinks.
You have a problem.
A little bit. But the first step to solving your problem is admitting that you have one. Whether or not I'm going to move on to step 2, I don't know.
You could just drink cold brew and get a medium.
I'm going to go to coffee shop number 4 on Monday morning, so we'll see.
So the first coffee shop that we are going to talk about is Java Jackets,
which is where we end up a lot on the weekends. It's kind of a tie between Java Jackets and White Oak Coffee House. Of the places that we're going to talk about today, Java Jackets is where we go the most. Not because it's better than everybody else.
It's just closer.
It's just closer. Because we were there this morning. So they have pastries, some fresh food, and coffee. Because all of these places have coffee. They all have espresso drinks. They all have some version of cold brew. They all have iced lattes. They all have different varieties of tea. They all make really delicious. They all make really delicious drinks that have caffeine in them. Or you can get them decaf if that's what floats your boat. The big thing is that their waffle maker is back. Apparently their waffle maker caught fire a few weeks ago. So they stopped offering waffles because they didn't have a waffle maker. But now their waffle maker's back. Only like as of a few days ago, as of this recording. And they're still tuning in the waffle maker. Because it took them a few tries to get me my waffle this morning. But the way their waffle maker works is you can just get a plain waffle. Or what Java Jackets has is they have at least 12. I have a list. Specialty drinks that are not seasonal.
And you're going through your bingo card. Or you're going through your purse to get your Java Jackets bingo card.
So they have 12 drinks that are not seasonal that are all like specialty. And if you get all 12, you get your photo on their wall of fame. I'm currently missing 5 drinks, but really I feel like it's 4. I think they forgot to mark 1 or 2. But I'm okay with that because I'm just going to keep drinking there. So whatevs. They also do a rewards card. So I'm already 2 punches towards my next reward, even though I got a free drink today because you got a drink and Lily got a drink. because it is adorable when we go to places with Lily now, because she will order herself a hot cocoa. It's going to be like 100 degrees outside, and Lily is going to go into a coffee shop and order a hot cocoa.
Thanks, Jenna. And Jenna.
So with their waffle maker, all of their specialty coffees can be turned into a waffle.
Wait,
so
what?
Today I got a Java Jacket waffle, which is white chocolate and dark chocolate with whipped cream on top. It was a lot of sugar. It was very delicious. They also pointed out where the syrup was. That waffle could not hold any more syrup.
We should probably say where it is, though.
So it is in North Bend, Ohio. Pretty close to the bend in North Bend. Or the bend that makes North Bend be called North Bend.
I guess. I know the mayor of North Bend.
You do. So it's along the river. We usually see trains there because there's lots of businesses nearby that do train deliveries.
Yeah.
So odds of us seeing a train there, and Sailor Park Coffee, which was in our previous episode, I've seen trains there as well because that's also near the river. But the train wasn't moving, so Lily wasn't yet at an age where she recognized that that was a train. I'm sure now she would, though. But they also have a variety of baked goods for purchase, mainly cookies, but they also have macaroons. Macaroons?
Yeah.
So, like, when we were there, somebody was picking up their order of custom cookies for some event that they had today.
I was reading on their website a while back, but that's kind of how they got started. I believe it's women-owned.
Yes, it is.
And she didn't originally decide, it wasn't originally going to be a coffee shop. The thing that started the idea was the cookies. And then it kind of formed into a coffee shop.
So what you're saying now is every time we go, I need to also get at least one cookie. Well, technically at least 2 cookies. One for me and one for Lily and Elliot to split. That's what I'm hearing coming out of your mouth.
That's not what I said, but sure.
That is what I heard, though. That is what my brain filter said that you said.
Okay.
Mini episode of Truth, Fear, and Podsequences inside our episode. Whoa.
This is Podception. But I enjoy Java Jackets. And the Java Jackets, their logo, I guess, is a yellow jacket.
Yes, because
it's near
a school district whose main mascot
Taylor
is
High School is the Yellow Jackets, I guess.
Yeah. That sounds right.
So it's right by Taylor, or it's in the same district as Taylor, I guess.
And they have lots of canvases up on the wall drawn by local students or adults. And those are really cute too. And, the thing that we have not taken advantage of yet, but I think I have to wait until the kids get older, is they have mugs, like super fun mugs, that you can get your drink made in. So like you can pick up a Hulk Fist mug and get your drink put in a Hulk Fist mug.
They have like a share.
Yeah, because it's like a share. It's like a mug share kind of thing.
Mug share, yeah.
They'll clean it when you're done with it. Unfortunately, with the unpredictability of the children, unless if I want to super chug my coffee, I get it in a to-go cup.
Yeah.
Because you never know when one of them is going to turn into a spicy baby. Because they're no longer burritos.
The other thing about Java Jackets is that it does have a drive-thru.
It does. Yes, it has a drive-thru. I think it is the only place on this list that has a drive-thru. And it's one of the few places that's open on Sundays.
Yes. Sometimes we go on Sunday.
Yeah. Because a lot of the other places that we like to go are not open on Sunday. Which, I mean, everybody needs a day off, and Sunday's a good day to take off.
Sunday and Monday. A lot of bakeries do Mondays.
Yeah. I mean, it makes it their weekend, so it works. Okay, so we should probably move on. And now we're going to talk about Block Coffee Company, where Block, B-L-O-C, stands for Believing and Living One Christ. It is down the hill, up the hill. It's in Price Hill. So a hill is involved.
Yeah, and you turned me on to this one. I started going there.
Also out of my mom's group.
Yeah, so someone suggested it to us.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 15 minutes away from our house, so it's not like super convenient.
No, but it's right down the street from the public incline house.
Yes, it's in the quote incline district.
Yup. Because
West side,
we have the funnest district.
We have the funnest fake districts. Fake neighborhoods.
Fake neighborhoods. Everything's Adora if you don't get caught.
Everything's Adora. So it's stopped raining now, so that's good.
But Mom said it's raining where she is now.
Oh, so she's more west than we are, so we're about to get hit again. And the sky looks very black and dark. So
I'm sending her the joke, the gif from Twister that says, "I gotta go, Julia. We've got cows." I don't think that she'll understand that reference. But now I also want to send it to Julia because Julia's name is Julia. So.
But Black Coffee, you originally went there with Hillary without me.
I did. I think it was with Hillary, Steven, and Elliot. Because I did bring somebody in a pumpkin seat, and it had to have been Elliot.
I don't remember why I didn't go.
I don't remember why you didn't. I think I might know why. Not even remembering when exactly it was that we went. You were probably back at work, quote unquote, in the basement. And it was also probably a Wednesday where your mom had Lily. These things would make sense.
Why was Steven there, though?
Steven might not have been there. It might have just been Hillary. But I feel like Steven was also there. I
don't think he was, but okay. So, like we said, it's in Price Hill.
I went April 14th, 2021. Oh, my goodness. Which was a Wednesday. So, hey, I was right. It was a Wednesday in April. You were back at work. Lily was at your mom's house.
I was back.
Bam.
I was back from paternity leave. My part 1 of paternity leave. You were still on maternity leave.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Hillary just has a flexible working schedule.
Yeah, so she just didn't have anything to do that morning.
But that doesn't explain why Steven was there.
He might not have been there.
Yeah, I didn't think he was, but okay. But yeah, you brought me in, you turned me into this, and it was a suggestion by someone in your mom's Facebook group. There's like a West Side, what is it called?
West Side Bad Moms. We're lots of fun. That's all you need to know.
Oh, there you go. But you go to the Incline District. They have a parking garage, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, they do. Because sometimes we'll go there when we go to the Incline House.
Well, we haven't been to the Incline House since you were pregnant with Lily.
And nobody knew I was pregnant with Lily. And I super confused the bartender.
You were trying to whisper at the side of your mouth?
No, so I ordered a vodka cranberry, hold the vodka. And the bartender looked at me like I was crazy, even though I had ordered one of these before that, before anybody else in the family showed up. And I was like, a vodka cranberry, but no vodka, put in Sprite. And your mom's like sitting like 4 people over, and I'm like, you're going to ruin this for me, dude. Like, get with the game. Like, get with the picture. And he's like super confused, and he finally like leans in close, and I'm like, I am pregnant. Nobody else knows. I can't have alcohol, but I need to look like I'm drinking. Vodka Sprite, make it look like a vodka cranberry. A cranberry Sprite, but make it look like a vodka cranberry. And then he got very apologetic and did not charge me for my drink. And then your mom asked me if she could try my vodka cranberry, and I said, it's really watered down, so no. Like, the ice is super melted at this point. Like, maybe the next time I get one, I'll let you have some.
That was fun.
Fun times in Price Hill. So they also have a variety of coffee options and probably some of the most hearty food options available. They have some simple breakfast items, including avocado toast, a.k.a. the reason why millennials can't afford houses or diamonds. Obviously. And they have lunch items as well. And they do dinner Thursday through Saturday. And they also have alcohol. Like, none of these things are negative.
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
A lot of coffee shops these days have alcohol.
I mean,
it makes them...
If you're open late, it makes sense. So, like...
Well, I mean, it makes it so that they're open late, right?
Yeah. If you can do that, you can do it. So, like, a few of the coffee shops are only open until, like, 2 p.m. Because not a lot of people are going to show up after 2 p.m. to get coffee. But then if you have alcohol, you stay open until, like, 7 or 8 p.m. And maybe somebody's not coming in for coffee, but they're going to come in for alcohol.
And sometimes they also have like live bands and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we've been a handful of times. They have tons of seating, delicious drinks, and we know we're supporting a good cause because, let me open up their website. So they are a Christian-based organization, which is where the C in block comes into effect. And they wanted to find a place for people to gather in Price Hill where they could come together, have a conversation over a great cup of coffee, and experience community. So they had, their original location was on Price Avenue, and it was a coffee shop and a venue for their after-school program. But then in 2019, they moved to the location that we've been to. And it's evolved into more of a social enterprise that provides job training opportunities and retail space for products created by the women served by Block Ministries Redeemed Home, which the Redeemed Home offers long-term daily intervention and transitional living for women who have experienced trafficking, prostitution, and substance use disorders. Many of the women who participate in Redeemed programs have come to us through our sister program, Weightless Anchor. So they do lots of community work as well.
Yeah. And to get there, I do pass a Starbucks, but
Yeah.
I feel like
A lot of these places, I think Java Jackets is the only place that we go to where we don't pass a Starbucks to get there. But there are three different Starbucks. No, there are like 3 or 4 different Starbuckses that we could drive to in the time that it takes us to get there.
to get to Block Coffee.
To get to Java Jackets. Because we don't pass a Starbucks to get there, but we could go to 3 or 4 different Starbucks in the time that it takes to get us there. But
Right.
all of these places, we pass at least one Starbucks to get there.
Yeah, I was reading about the cause that, because originally I didn't know that Block stood for Believing and Living in One Christ.
Yeah.
And they had like an after school program and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And after school programs are important.
If you have a safe place to go after school,
It keeps people out of trouble.
yes, you are less likely to get into trouble
Yeah.
than, well, mom and dad won't be home for 3 hours. I have nothing to do. I'm going to go hang out with some hooligans on the corner and we're going to get up to shenanigans. I am an old person now and I use shenanigans and hooligans in everyday sentences.
Yeah.
But at least I'm not ancient.
I don't know anyone at this table who is ancient.
Really? No
Really?
podcast episodes that have titles about people being ancient.
No, I haven't heard I don't know anyone at this table who is ancient.
Weird.
But yeah, I really like that. Like I was reading about them, and I like the cause that they have. And I went there, and I get the cold brew because I love cold brew now
Yes, you do.
versus just regular coffee. I try not to get the espresso drinks because it has sugar and way too much caffeine. And
I feel a little judgment.
well, you are younger than me, so when you get to be my age, you have to watch all that stuff. But I like
Boomer.
cold brew. I do like Starbucks cold brew, but I also like I went to Block Coffee several times over the last month or so. Everyone seemed really nice, and they had some really good cold brew.
Yes, they do.
And I also splurged and I got some chocolate, basically like, I don't know, chocolate cake or something.
Oh.
but breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Like a chocolate chip muffin?
It was like a cake. It was like a slice. It wasn't a muffin.
Maybe a zucchini chocolate loaf?
Something breakfasty, but it was chocolate. And it was
Okay.
delicious. But when I went there the last time, they didn't have it. So I feel like they have a specialized menu each day.
Potentially.
I feel like.
Let's move on, because it looks like there's another storm rolling through. Our next coffee shop is Red Tree Art Gallery and Coffee Shop. So this is more of an art gallery with a coffee shop problem, but I'm okay with that.
And it is down the street from Mad Tree 2.0.
It is down the street from Mad Tree 2.0, which is really handy.
But when we went there, we did not go to Mad Tree.
No, we didn't think the
Unfortunately.
kids would like 2 stops.
Well,
And it was like 10 o'clock in the morning.
it was 10 o'clock in the morning, but we have a bunch of the can
Oh, we do have a bunch of the can toppers.
the can toppers. Is that what they're called? Is
That's
that the
not what
official
they're called. The things that hold a 6-pack together that are plastic, we have a ton of those, and we need to bring them with us to Mad Tree. So we need to go to Mad Tree soon.
Westside doesn't recycle them anymore.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's
now we
a
need to go to Mad
specialized
Tree.
thing. So you can't put it in your Rumpke recycling bin.
Yeah.
Or so people have said online. But I asked the bartender like months and months ago at Westside, hey, do you guys still recycle these? Because we came here to recycle these toppers. And they're like, no, we don't do that anymore. And a bunch of people at the bar are like, go to Mantry.
Yeah.
So we do have to go to Mantry to get rid of all these things.
Yes, we do. But we end up at Red Tree Art Gallery for weird reasons because it's very far away from our house. But the first time we ended up here was after I went to a craft fair with my friend Molly, who has a ton of chickens. See the 0.5 episode where we talked to her about all of her chickens and other creatures that live at her house. But I had gone to a craft fair with Molly, and I found a vendor that made laser engraved wood ornaments when not a lot of people were making laser engraved wood ornaments. And she had Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. And I'm like, hey, this is awesome, but can you make me Georgia? Because I would like to get 2 Georgia ornaments. And then I'm going to buy like 1 or 2 Ohio ornaments while I'm here. And she said, sure, but it's going to be a little while before you can pick them up. And so I said, okay. So we exchanged information. And when I picked him up, she told me to meet her there at the Red Tree Art Gallery and Coffee Shop because at the time she worked there. And so then I gave my friend Allison, who lives in Georgia, the Ohio ornament. And then I gave, quote, quote, myself and her mother the Georgia ornaments so we would have each other hanging on our trees.
Oh.
Because we're so sweet and cute like that.
And Allison is your maiden of honor.
Yes, she was my maiden. She was my matron of honor. Because
matron.
Yeah, she was my matron of honor because she got married a month before we got married.
Correct.
So we ended up there, and so we got coffee and hung out for a bit, and it was lots of fun.
This was before kids.
This was way before kids.
When we first got there. When we first went there.
So they have tons of art on the walls, all by local artists. And you can go onto their website to submit art into their different art shows because they'll have themes every month or two where they'll swap out all the art that's on the walls. And you can purchase the art that's on the walls as well, or at least a very good portion of it. They have lots of space to work if you want to hang out for a bit. And they have a seasonal menu for food. Typically it's egg-based items and bagels, but they also have some sweet treats available. And they're also open 7 days a week, so we could potentially go there on Sundays. I think so far we've only been there really on Saturdays. But if we want to go there on Sunday, we can.
And like we said, it's down the street from Mantry 2.0. And they have a parking lot. But it's kind of hard to see where to turn into the parking lot.
It's between 2 very tall buildings.
Yeah.
So we passed it, and I was like, oh, hey, there's a spot we could park. Way too late for you to actually pull into the parking lot. But we figured it out in the end.
I think we passed it, and then I had to turn around.
We did, and we did.
And traffic is heavy there, but they do have a mirror, which is very handy.
Yes, they do.
So you can see the oncoming traffic. All right. Is there anything else that we wanted to say about Red Tree Art Gallery and Coffee Shop?
I do not think so.
I'm out of beer. Did you want another beer?
No, I'll just drink some of your beer.
Okay. So we are going to go get a refill, and we will be right back. All right. You guys are listening to Craft Parenting Podcast episode 60.
About local coffee shops.
We are talking about local coffee shops.
Joe is back from his beer break. What did you get us to drink?
We are drinking the Westside Wheat Beer. I didn't get any of the stats. I'm sorry.
Good enough.
It's delicious. It's in the Westside mug.
Westside. Woohoo!
Thank you, Caroline.
Anytime. So the next place is a place that only I have been to. And it is called Cream and Sugar Coffee House. It's by Xavier. So,
boo.
I mean, I am soon to be a Xavier alum. So, it's from their leadership center. So it's postgraduate classes that don't count towards getting your master's degree or PhD.
It doesn't count towards a master's?
No. So I'm taking a class on project management. And I will officially get to add CPM to the end of my name once I have finished this program.
That won't count towards your MBA if you want to do it? An MBA?
No, but I will have a certificate in project management after I pass this class. So there's a coffee shop called Cream and Sugar that's right by Xavier. Hella convenient. And my class is actually back on Monday, so I'm going to be going there on Monday.
Okay. So this is an East Side.
This is an East Side place.
Shop.
It's in Norwood, and we do not talk ish about Norwood. Otherwise, Listerman will come after you.
This is true.
They also have a bunch of foods available, brunch foods and salads, and I believe they have some pastries as well. They have some pastries as well. Oh my goodness, words be hard today. I haven't really explored their breakfast options because as part of my class, I get free breakfast and lunch.
Imagine that.
So I haven't really had to worry about breakfast foods. But I will look on Monday. The coffee was really delicious. The space looks really fun. I'd like to go back with y'all. We just have to find time to do it because we do have to get out our passports and travel to the East Side, which is hard.
It's barely the East Side. I mean...
We can maybe swing it.
Yeah, we can swing it. I mean... it's right there by Xavier, and of course Listerman is there too. You have yet to bring me back a Listerman beer, by the way.
Because Elliot was sick last week that I had my class, so I had to rush home, and that was the week that I was going to stop at Listerman. So I will stop at Listerman this week.
I'll twist your arm. We do need some Listerman. I mean, you do have Listerman barrel-aged beer in our fridge. It's probably, what?
Mine.
3 years old?
Probably not, but possibly.
4 years old?
Don't worry about it.
It's been refrigerated the entire time. I don't know what else to say. I mean, this is your spot.
They also
as a
feature
Xavier alum.
Not
student.
yet.
Xavier student.
I still have to pass the class, which means I still have to do my second round of homework. So I need to do that tonight.
Oh, you have homework.
I do have. It's a class. I have homework.
But this is a pass-fail class.
It's a pass-fail class with homework. They also feature local artists. One thing that I love about local coffee shops is like all of them feature local artists. Some places will rotate out the artists and they'll do like one artist a month. Some places will feature multiple artists, but they'll stick around a theme. It just kind of depends on the shop. But it's local supporting locals, and I love that.
Is it hipster AF?
Not AF, but it's semi-hipster. I mean, it is really close to Xavier, so I would expect it to be a little hoity-toity. But it's really good. And again, I will be going back there on Monday.
Okay. Then what is your drink of choice when you go?
Oh, I got like they had a seasonal drink, and I don't know if it's on their menu at the moment. I hope it is. They're going to be like, why am I getting all these hits on my website today? It be me.
Let me know when you got it.
3 days later.
It's not on their website, but it was something with I think it was honey lavender. Honey lavender sounds right. And it was delicious.
So this class provides food, but not coffee?
They provide coffee and tea. And the first 2 days of the class, I got tea. And then I didn't get any sleep. So I got Starbucks, and then I got local coffee shop. Because, again, I am addicted to espresso again.
You didn't get sleep because you got tea?
No, the first 2 days of class, I got tea. It's a 6-day class. I've done 4 days of the class.
Yeah.
The first 2 days, I just drank tea.
And
provided by the university.
And you said you didn't sleep?
Then I didn't sleep, so I needed something stronger than tea. So I stopped at Starbucks one morning, and I stopped at the local coffee shop another to get espresso.
You didn't sleep, so you needed something stronger?
Than tea.
To
keep
you
me
up.
awake. Yes.
Oh, so you had trouble sleeping and you were lacking sleep.
I did not get sleep, so I needed coffee. I don't understand what you don't understand, but we got there in the end.
Okay.
So the last coffee shop we're going to talk about is the only place where we haven't gotten coffee yet, because I didn't want to be up until 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we went there right before this, before we went to West Side.
So it was mid-afternoon, and we went to Muse Cafe.
And Muse Cafe is at the corner of Harrison and Montana.
Yep, it is right across the street from Westwood Town Hall, a block away from Westside Brewing, and in Westwood's Dora.
It's included in the Dora.
Yep, because they have wine and coffee. What's not to like?
They have beer too.
They also have beer.
As mentioned previously, I got the Jackie O's Good Bean.
Yep. So I think the Dora starts at like noon, so you can get to Westwood at like 11, pick yourself up some coffee at Muse, hang out at the park with your kids, go to Westside to get a beer, go to Muse to get beer or wine, and just hang out in the Dora all day.
Yeah, so this Dora, it's brand new. They're gonna date.
They're officially kicking it off like on Wednesday.
They're gonna try to debut it on Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Which is next week, as of this recording. But they tried to debut it earlier, but the weather was bad, so they moved it to Memorial Day weekend.
It'll be exciting.
And there are very specific rules that you have to follow for this Dora.
Yes, do not ruin the Dora.
So make sure you educate yourself and you follow the rules. Ask questions if needed. We're at Westside right now. We're at a table. I can see a poster probably 10 feet away from me that tells me the rules of the Dora.
Yes.
So,
usually you have to have a specific Dora cup. You have to stay in the Dora area. Dora rules vary from Dora to Dora. But if you want to be a Dora the Explorer, you can find all of the Doras within like 30 minutes of you and catch them all. Not necessarily in the same day, but
that should be like a promotion.
It should be a promotion.
Like your Java Jackets bingo card.
Yeah, catch. You know that thing that I said on the episode with Hillary that you didn't post because I told you not to post it because eventually I'm going to make it happen?
I think I included it.
No, you didn't, because we specifically told you not to. And I need to get on that. But Doras. Yes. There needs to be like an Ohio Dora or like a Hamilton County or like a Greater Cincinnati Dora the Explorer
Well,
t-shirt.
Hamilton is not in Hamilton County.
That's why I said Greater Cincinnati.
So like Butler, Warren.
Yeah, like Claremont. Grab all 4 of those counties. Do a Dora the Explorer. Dude, cash money. No fail. Like it can't fail. It's too big to fail. Needs to happen.
It's too big to fail. Okay.
So they feature a lot of local art and artists.
The Muse Cafe.
Yes, Muse. Getting back to Muse Cafe specifically. So like they have a blues group that's going to come here tonight to play. They don't open until like 8 or 9 a.m. So I can't go on my way to work because I try to get to work by 8:30.
Depending on when Lily wakes up.
Depending upon how the kids work.
Lily woke up at 6 today.
She did. And we snuggled in bed for like half an hour before we finally turned on the TV.
Did we?
I think so. So they're closed on Sundays and Mondays. And they also have pastries available. And they have more hearty food options. Breakfast things, tapas, salads, paninis, and some other foods. So like all of these websites Joe is going to put in the show notes. And you can click on their websites for more information. They're all delicious. They're all places that we've officially been to at this point. And we would recommend them.
Yeah, definitely recommend any local business. I mean, if you've been listening to this show since the beginning or even halfway through, I mean, we have 60 episodes. We are very pro small business.
Yes.
On this podcast. So,
and if there's other places that you think we should go to, let us know. While sometimes it's hard to get out and about with the kids, we love to go to new places with them.
Yeah, we just need to scope it out first. Which,
if possible. I mean, you can scope it out on Google.
Yeah.
That kind of works.
Make sure they have high chairs or not high chairs.
Yeah, so like, I don't think that Muse had high chairs. I'm not sure about Cream and Sugar. I wasn't there long enough to find out because I was late for class. Red Tree Art Gallery has high chairs. Block Coffee.
Do they?
Yes, Red Tree had high chairs. They were around the corner. We just didn't see them.
He was in the
He was in the stroller because we didn't know whether or not they had high chairs.
He being Elliot.
Yes. I'm not sure on Block Coffee, and I know that Java Jackets did not have high chairs when we were there this morning. But like for the longest time, White Oak Coffee didn't have high chairs, but they now have high chairs.
Yeah.
So Elliot is super happy about that.
He doesn't get to sit in a stroller, which is like at ground level versus when everyone else is at table level.
We could put him on our laps, but then he tries to grab our coffee and spill it, and Mommy is not happy when you spill her coffee.
That's not.
Just saying.
No boy, no.
So let us know where we should go next.
And support local business.
Yep. They're what help grow your community.
All right, so now it is time for Joe's Dad Joke of the Week.
Do 1, do 5, up to you. I will let you have unlimited attempts to make me laugh.
All right, so I have a couple, it looks like. I say that because I definitely ripped this.
You definitely did.
Yeah, I definitely did. All right, so Caroline.
Yes, Joe.
What does a barista do in the morning?
I don't know. What?
She rises and grinds.
Oh my goodness. Yes, she does.
Did you hear about the hipster who burnt his tongue?
I did not.
He sipped his coffee before it was cool.
Oh my goodness. Because hipsters do all the things before they're cool. Nah.
And I have one more.
Okay.
What's the opposite of coffee?
I don't know. What?
Sneezy.
Oh my goodness. Where do you find this stuff?
That was a funny one.
I mean, it was probably the best out of the three. Oh my goodness, this cat. Are these cats that are high on catnip? I don't know. What is Chive TV? Why is that a thing? I feel like these are all cats that are high on catnip. Or just cats being crazy.
Oh my God.
They're watching a ceiling fan. Oh, that's catnip. Yeah, these are cats that are high on catnip.
Oh my God.
The cat has the munchies. This makes zero sense. That's Girl Scout cookie order forms. Hey, you're stopping a cookie mom from doing important work.
Chive TV.
I have no idea what Chive TV is. We don't have we don't have cable. We haven't had cable for
Oh my
forever.
God, that's a Razor scooter, and he's doing
all of the things that I thought that I could do on my Razor scooter after I got it. Like I specifically got the Razor scooter. No, I wanted to get this Razor scooter with the like trick bar, but I don't think that it was available anymore. Yeah.
We are watching extreme Razor scootering right now.
Yeah, it's like skateboards or bikes, but with scooters. Okay. I think it's time to take this ship home because I need to order food.
Well, that does it for this week's show. Thanks so much for listening. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can find us on all these platforms at Craft Parenting Podcast. You can also get a hold of us via email, which is craftparentingpodcast@gmail.com.
If you like what you hear, please leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or your podcatcher of choice. Make sure to share the show. It really helps our show grow. If you'd like to send us stuff, such as fan mail, craft supplies, or sanity, Mama needs some sanity, we have a P.O. box.
We do. And all of this information is available on our website, which is www.craftparentingpodcast.com.
That's where we post the show notes, plus some blog posts about stuff that doesn't make it into the podcast.
And if you want to follow me personally, you can follow me on Instagram at craftparentingjoe.
And I am at Caroline Creates Crafts.
And with that, I'm Joe.
And I'm Caroline.
See you next time on the Craft Parenting Podcast.
Peace. Why do I not like these headphones? I can't. Oh, no, I can hear me. Okay. Ugh. And now I can hear me. The headphones I don't like them. And they don't like me. Are these the headphones that we like? I don't remember.
These are the headphones that we like.
These headphones are perfect, and I love them dearly. Are we recording? Yes.
We are, yes.
Is that going in the blooper reel? Sorry, I had to do it for the gram.
Had to do it for the gram. What does that mean?
I used to do it for the Vine.
Oh, that's cute.
It's a Death Star that's blowing up a planet with a Jawa.
They were doing a
Oh, this is all Star Wars, like TikToks or whatever.
They were doing a gender reveal, and the guy had a lightsaber, and it lit up blue.